I released a video, and truth is, I just don't have much content, and it's really cold outside, so it's really hard to lay underneath the car. So just to have something out, I guess I'm just gonna do some like technical work, or like whatever. We're gonna be starting out this video with me removing the lip that I crushed and broke. It's funny because every single time that I drive this car in the city, like in my personal city, nothing ever happens, but as soon as I start driving it somewhere like to another city or to like another state, something ends up breaking. I need to take off the lip, and I need to pass registration or inspection for this car because I already got 2 tickets for it and I got 1 warning. Said as soon as I get that done, the tickets are going to be dropped and the case or whatever is going to be dismissed, so I'm not sweating any bit about that. So the lip in question is the carbon fiber lip that I installed I think like 2 months ago, but basically here's what happened. It looks like an old man or something that lost all his teeth. I hit 3 things actually. The first thing, it like hit right there in the center, then it kind of moved its way to the right side, to the passenger side of the car. I drove over it and that was done with. And then the second time, it's, I don't know what hit again, but you can tell that I already had to zip tie this back together, and this lip kind of broke down with it. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing right now. I did contemplate on driving the car around like this, and I did for a few days, but eventually the worry of a rock or something hitting that thing and breaking the whole intercooler, which is not cheap, kind of overwhelmed me. So I put the bumper back on because I'd rather it look ugly for a little bit rather than having to pay for a whole new freaking intercooler. So oh well. The only actual surviving piece of the carbon lip. I really hate how negligent I'm being to this car. I mean, the battery's so dead it doesn't even want to start. It doesn't even want to start cranking. It's okay. Luckily, there's a process that you can do without, which is roll starting or clutch starting, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna start being nicer to this car. All right, so it's the second day here, and I'm gonna put the battery on charge after all because you can only clutch start so much until you break that diff bolt again. Trust me, it's happened before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, take preventative measures here. All right, so next I'm gonna get to the interior because I haven't cleaned this thing in a while, and it's really shameful because when I first got this thing, I used to take so much care of it, and there wouldn't be, like, even that stuff on the seat, I wouldn't even allow that to happen. So really disappointed with how this car really degraded, and I don't know, just in general, how everything looks now. So what I'm gonna start off by doing is just by removing like the big things, and then I'm gonna remove the seats, and I'm gonna start vacuuming the carpet, and just get the interior nice and clean again. I'm gonna start taking my seats out of this thing a lot more often because this is embarrassing. Like, my car never looks like this. Like, anyone that knows me, they know my car is stupid clean, and this is not good. So what I'm gonna do next is kind of take the rest of the carpets out, and I'm gonna start vacuuming it. And if you notice some like discoloration in the carpet, it's because this isn't the OEM carpet from this car. I actually got this out of a black E36, and my intentions were to dye it and just make it a lot cleaner, but I just never got around to that. So I need to get on that as well. Maybe I might do a video on that in the future, but as for now, I'm gonna take the carpets out, vacuum everything, vacuum the carpets, and just clean the rest of the car up. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. So I already finished cleaning that side, and you guys saw me do this side, and it just really reminds me how much I need to dye this carpet because that's terrible. But anyway, I'm moving forward and going into the center console, and I already did this plastic over here. Can't really see that. And also got these done, these cup holders, because you know, you put drinks in them, they spill, get sticky, and just clean inside over here as well. And that's looking a lot cleaner. So now I'm gonna get to the center piece right here. There's actually not too much dirt in here, which is good. But still just want to make sure and get those flakes of dust or whatever, you know, like all the crap, just so that it has a nice clean look. Okay, that's already looking a lot better. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, so now that I got all the centerpieces and all the plastics and the carpet taken care of, what I want to get to is this ugly looking steering wheel, which I'm going to switch back to my Euro 3 spoke. But before I put the other one on, I actually want to touch on the odometer right there, or the dash, whatever you want to call it, because for some reason, every single time when you drive it, it starts acting up, like the fuel gauge or the coolant gauge. You'll have to start like tapping on the odometer itself in order for the gauges to start working. And it doesn't affect the RPMs or the miles per hour. It only affects those two on the left and on the right. That's the only thing, which is really weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that out as well. And maybe it's a bad contact, I don't know, we'll see, but let's get that figured out right now as well.
Laughing all the way, bells on bobtail ring, making our spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Alright, so since it's getting late, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the seats back in, and I'm also gonna throw the carpets in as well. Those are already vacuumed and cleaned, so I'm just gonna kind of throw the cards together, and I'm just generally gonna start messing with the outside of this thing, because all of these little seals and stuff, and you know, all the paint stuff right there, all the imperfections that I don't like, or like just the dirt, I'm gonna start getting to that, and you know, just kind of start washing all the details and stuff like that. And as well as getting to the wheels, because I believe these things haven't been washed in 3 weeks, maybe, I don't know. But what I do know is I need to get to those, otherwise the rust from the rotors are going to start getting embedded into the actual wheel, and it's going to start messing with the paint. So definitely don't want that, so I'm going to get on that as well. Alright, so I got the seats in, the carpets are in, and this thing's looking so clean. It reminds me of the day that I first like started washing and like messing with it, because that's all I could do. But anyway, man, this thing's nice. I should really start taking care of this car a lot more often like this. Makes me really happy to see everything like dry and just like have that OEM feel to it. But anyway, let's start getting to the exterior. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. This video took the course of I think 3 days to make, and just because it got dark the first day, it started raining the second one, and the third one's just today, what I'm doing right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm trying to think of new ideas to make for videos because I really am lacking on content. So with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.